Pearson, host of Star Time, and this is my real voice. Honest, you're hearing it on Rainier Avenue Radio .world.
Should have told her you were sorry.
Struggling to pay your mortgage? If you lost a family member to COVID-19, you may be eligible for homeowner assistance funds from the government. Call 1-877-894-4663 now or visit washingtonhalf.org. That's washingtonhaf.org. Because losing a loved one does not have to mean losing your home.
What's going on, world? It's your boy OG Mambo
and your guy D Money. Join us along with Pint Size Patron and ID Yourself
here on Fresh Juice at Rainier Avenue Radio
every Wednesday hump day from 9 to 11 Pacific.
Get exclusive interviews from your favorite artists, all the hottest music, and updates on what we got going on in the world.
That's every Wednesday, 9 to 11 p.m. on Seattle's Rainier Avenue Radio.
Hi, I'm Paul Pearson of Star Time. Did you know that back in the 1930s, Rainier Avenue Radio operated out of a supply closet in the Columbia City Sea First Bank? Well, times have changed and so have we. Now you can hear all the great Rainier Avenue Radio shows on our mobile app for Android and iPhone. It's completely free on the Google Play Store and the iPhone App Store. The Rainier Avenue Radio app.
What's on your heart? Are you exhausted at the lack of progress for people of color in business, politics, and life? This is Cindy Bright, the host of Heartbeat Radio. Each week, we explore this heart condition of the country that is affecting you and me. We have real conversations about what's necessary for change. It's time to change this dialogue. Will you join this Heartbeat weekly Wednesdays at 7 p.m. on Rainier Avenue Radio?
Are you a small business owner in Seattle who was impacted by COVID-19? The Seattle Office of Economic Development is investing $8 million to connect small businesses to operating capital. The Small Business Capital Access Program will lower the cost of Washington State Small Business Flex Fund loans by paying down 25% of the loan principal. Eligible small businesses can borrow up to $150,000 with a 4% interest rate to cover expenses like payroll, rent, utilities, and supplies.
Rainier Avenue Radio. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Hey, hey, hey! Tiff. Ooh, what happened? Welcome, Bawsule Outlets. We have a special guest again from last week, a continued conversation about going from the bottom to the top. So that's what we'll be talking about. We got Mariah on here today. So Mariah, welcome to Bawsule Outlet. Hey.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
Hey, Tiff.
Hey. Well, we did not, our time was so short-handed last week. We were really diving and getting deep until going from the bottom to the top. So now some people, we are still sometimes stuck in between. So we haven't quite yet reached the top. So we're going to talk about what that looks like. Mariah, you were on last week and you were basically talking about your struggles, being in the military, being a single mother, moving down to Cali, boyfriend putting you out, and
name it, I've been through it.
yes. So we are going to continue that conversation, and so people can understand that nobody's life is perfect. We all got struggles, and sometimes we still living in struggles today. What you see right here may not be what I go home to. So
right.
So we need to be real. And that's what this talk show is. It's unfiltered. It's real conversations, real life stories of what's going on. So I'll go ahead and pass the mic to the host, which is Tiffany. And I think, Tiffany, we left off at you when you were talking about, struggles and things you went through from the bottom to the top, or maybe you're getting to the top, or maybe you're at the middle. Where are we at?
Yeah, we are. First of all, I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I've just been working like crazy because, you know, I'm like forced to. So that's where we left off. We left off, my eyes keep watering. I'm so tired. Before I start, let me shout out Rainier Avenue Radio. Daniel, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you always for opening up this platform as always. So everybody definitely check out Rainier Avenue Radio, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So you guys definitely check out and follow Rainier Avenue Radio. Daniel, we love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think where I left off last week was saying being forced to level up. Like I said, I've talked, you know, I've talked enough on this show of this divorce I'm going through and being forced to literally just
make it and pay bills all by yourself.
Literally just do all this shit by myself. And so she's exhausted.
Yeah, she looks exhausted.
I'm super. I was starting to doze off. I was starting to doze off. I fucked around and laid in my bed. So I would say for me, I'm in the middle, you know, because I was fucked up.
Reached the top. You're climbing.
No, I'm climbing. I'm getting there, and I know I'm gonna get there because I'm letting bullshit go, and because I'm not holding on to it, I'm being blessed.
Okay.
So I know a lot of my rewards are coming. They're coming. A lot of my rewards are definitely coming just, you know, from being forced to level up. But then I'm one of those people, I always say everything happens for a reason. So yes. I definitely am appreciative. You hear about this. You hear about, you know, people walking out on spouses and things like that. You know what I mean? The household is happier. I will say that. But now, you know, I'm being, you know, forced to kind of pick and choose things a little bit more. You know what I mean? Instead of, you know, going out, I'm just going to blow this money. It's like, oh shit, what bill I got to, you know, so I'm having to count everything. I feel like more of like I'm now being forced to be more responsible and be like an adult. Because I used to I think of all the money I was fucking over, of course, because there's two, you know, incomes. But I will say that being forced to level up, I'm in the middle right now, and I'm moving up, and their blessings are coming. You know, they're coming. You know, I'm working behind the scene a lot. I got a lot of shit I'm working on right now. So I think for me is I'm appreciative of what happened. I'm appreciative of what happened, what transpired, what I'm going through. We don't always understand what we go through. We don't. Sometimes it's just like, why? And one thing that people keep saying to me that I cannot fucking stand. One thing people keep saying to me is, you're so strong, and and it's like, you know what? People don't always want to hear that. I don't always want to hear I'm so strong. I'm not always strong. I was forced to do this. I can't walk around crying. I got a mortgage. I got to get out and do what I got to do to pay this. Crying ain't gonna take. I can't cry to these mortgage people. They still want to be like, when we gonna get our money?
Yeah.
You know, so when I hear that, I'm just like, you know, I think I'm at a stage right now where I just want people to listen, and I'm not really looking for advice. You know, I was looking for, you know, when I called you that time, Ebony, just like super stressed, and I was panicking, and I had to get off the phone because I was like panicking, and I realized I was doing that a lot. And then I had to tell myself, let that shit go. What is for you is for you. You didn't want to be with the motherfucker. I didn't want to be with him anyway. You know?
But you wanted to end it on your terms, though. You didn't expect this to happen.
Well, nobody expects to come home and you done tore my house. You know, you don't expect that. At least gave me some kind of warning. But but what they always say is hurt people. You know, and so he was hurt. So it is what it is. I'm gonna prosper, and I'm gonna be amazing, and I'm gonna be greater than, you know, anything anyway.
The comeback is gonna be epic.
The comeback is gonna be epic. The comeback is gonna definitely be epic. And like I said, I'm working on it, and it's going up. It's not going down.
No, you can only go up from here. You done already been there.
So you definitely now. So I think the thing is recognizing that you got a gift, and it's like, you know what? I hear people when they're like, God wouldn't keep giving you all this if you couldn't handle it. And I'm like, I can't. I feel like a lot of times I can't, and I'm like, here's something else. So then I finally just start saying, fuck it. We just gonna get through one day at a time. And if the world crumbles today, we gonna get our asses up tomorrow. And I'm about to be like, you know what, Tiffany, you're gonna get up and you're gonna do this and you're gonna be great. And I realize when I do that, and when I wake up and I claim that today, Tiffany, you're gonna be great, amazing things happen. Shit is happening. But when I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so stressed, and what bill is due today? What's coming out of my account? And, you know, Bank of America is just dinging my damn account. And I'm like, oh my God, what else? I don't got no money for you. So I'm being forced to level up, but I'm appreciating that I'm able to, for one. I'm appreciating that I'm able to, you know, keep up the way that I am, but at the same time, still push forward with my business, still push forward with my kids. And, you know, I'm still able to push forward, and business is picking up, and business is going to be amazing, but it's the unknown. You know, the unknown is scary. We don't like the unknown. Anyway, we want to know, especially me. I'm a Virgo. I need to know. And so me not know, you married to a Virgo. So it's like not knowing is just like, come on, I need to know, tell me, you know. And I'm always like, damn, I wish I could just get a glimpse into, like, a 15-second glimpse just so I can see. And I'm like, you know what? No. Because every battle that's been thrown at me, every sword, every knife that's been thrown at me, I've been dodging that shit. So
So what do you recommend to the people, to the bosses out there and the hustlers? What do you recommend, things that you have experienced and went through? What do you recommend them do if they're experiencing something similar?
I will say, I don't always want to throw religion on people just because I know everyone has their own beliefs. I will just say, if you don't believe in a higher power, whatever, I would say meditate a lot, take time for yourself. You guys know I took the weekend off for my birthday by myself, like unbothered. I would just say, take one day at a time, but wake up positive though. Even though it seems like your life is a shit show right now, just, you gotta wake up and you gotta think positive as much as you're stressed. You gotta wake up and be like, today is gonna be a great day. Today's gonna be amazing. And things are gonna happen, and things are gonna start, like I would say, the devil is attacking me. That's what I would say for me. I'm being attacked because it's like one thing after another. I would say for the people that are not, just go into each day blessed. First of all, be happy that you even woke up. And just go into each day. Like it's your last. Like, I got to get up and I know what I got to do. And you get up and you hustle and you get through the day. And then you lay down at night and, you know, it wasn't so bad. But if you start thinking negative things are going to continue to happen. You got to think positive. So that's what I will say. Whatever background, however, just go into the day thinking positive, and anything negative that comes your way, dodge that shit. And then at the end of the day, it wasn't so bad. And tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna be great again. Just keep claiming that greatness. And that's what I'm working on. And this is a struggle every day, but I'm working on it. And I notice when I do that, things fall into place. Things are happening. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. Now I'm getting back to Tiffany. Now I'm really getting back to Tiffany, and I'm really starting to feel like Tiffany.
Great advice, Tiff. So let's pick up with you, Mariah. What do you have to say about what's going on? Because I know we left off and we didn't get to finish your whole story. Needed to hear this. Cheetah said, "Thank you."
You're welcome, sis. You're welcome.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Tiffany, I loved what you said about how people are always like, "You're so strong," and it's so amazing how you do it as a single mom. And you know, it's like sometimes we don't want to be strong. I literally just told my best friend today, or maybe last night, I don't know, I'm exhausted, right? Like, I got my bags going.
Girl, don't even get me started.
Right? But, you know, I mean, I told her, I was like, man, I just want someone to come and save me. Not because I have victim mentality, but because I have always saved myself. And it's exhausting, you know? I mean, I was telling y'all last week, my 20s were awful. My 20s were really bad, you know? And still think that I'm pretty young and have,
Hey, Alexis, good evening.
you know, have a lot of experience or life experience I haven't had yet. And so, you know, it's really hard when someone's always like, you're so strong and I don't know how you do it. And it's like, man, I wish I didn't have to.
Yeah.
But it is about having that positive mindset. And it's about waking up and being like, okay, I'm going to be great. And I would totally agree with you, Tiffany. I am right there where I'm like, maybe I'm almost to the middle. Like, I've been pretty low for a while. I had, you know, a really rough year. I had a really amazing relationship that ended unexpectedly due to some mental health conditions that, you know, were unknown to his family and myself while we were together. He actually disappeared over the summer for 3 months and was a missing person.
Wow.
And thought that he, you know, was not with us anymore on this plane, you know, like no contact with the outside world really for 3 months, and ended up being a missing person. And like, this truly was like my twin flame or my soulmate relationship. We had a beautiful relationship. And when his mental health issues surfaced about a year into our relationship, you know, it like totally threw me off, and then ending that relationship. So like, I've had a really bottom year, you know, I've had really low lows and I've had really, really high highs in the last year and a half, 2 years. But sometimes the highs don't outweigh the lows, because the lows are really low for us, you know.
So when you say low, I know you do LPN work, right? So what else do you specialize in?
Right. So I know we talked about this, and I love that you wanted to do a part 2. So I actually have a very lucrative career. I am a professional gambler.
That part.
That part. Yeah. And I've been doing it for about a year and a half. I learned how to do it. I think the very first night I learned how to do it, I made like just under $600 in about 4 hours. And a week later, I quit both of my LPN jobs. I was working 6 or 7 days a week between the school district here in town and also the main hospital here in town. So I was overworked. I didn't have any time with my kids. And I have a friend who, her and her husband are professional gamblers. They were doing it for about 6 months before they taught me. And a week later, I said, like, I need better. My kids deserve better. They need a mom who isn't working 60 hours a week, 70 hours a week. I had no time with my kids. And I understand.
She invested $15,000 in my app, so I can't complain. She gave me $15,000 cash.
Who?
Mariah.
I did.
Oh, can I get $1?
I got $1 for you, girl. I got $1 for you. Oh, hell yeah. I'll give you 20. Shit, just for being funny, Tiff. Hell yeah. So, you know, I see Tony's asking what I play. So a lot of people always think that like I count cards. I actually am a professional gambler on slot machines. I don't tell people how I do it. I don't teach people how I do it. I've showed a few family members. But like, I'm not going to take
away with money.
I am not going to take away from my income. This is my currently this is my only form of income. And there's so much risk involved with being a professional gambler. And I know that not everyone can do it. I had to start with an initial amount of money that I did have. Not everybody has an extra $1,000 or $2,000 laying around. I was in a position where I did. And so the first night when I almost made $600, because let me tell you, working 70 hours a week for $22 an hour as a nurse doesn't
That's
cut
what you make as an LPN?
Not now. When I left the hospital, I was making about 25 and I was making 27 at the school district. But when you're a single mom and you don't get child support, like that only goes so far.
Right.
Girl, you know we live in the same neighborhood. My rent was $2,800.
Yeah, we do.
We live in the same neighborhood. My rent is $2,800 on this side of the block. Like, you know, $24, $25, $26 an hour doesn't cover that. Yeah. And so it's about that hustle, and it's having that motivation, and it's that being able to branch out. I had been in a casino 3 times before I learned how to be a professional gambler, and I thought it was stupid.
Oh, you quit your LPN job so people know to be a professional gambler.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
A week after I learned how to do it. It wasn't like, oh, I got this cool side gig. And I will say this, I have really, really high highs being a professional gambler, and I have really low lows. Like there's a lot of risk involved in it. I think the most I've ever lost in one night was like $1,600. But
Did
the
you
most
pay for your boobs with your money in gambling, or that was from a different hustle?
No, I paid for my boobs from gambling. I know, right? $10,000 right here. So,
them things cost $10,000.
I had a lift and implant. So yeah, it was $10,000.
Wow.
Yeah. So I had a.
That's a lot.
I had a
I'm thinking like boob jobs cost like $5,500. Because down in Florida, I know they're like $4,000. The most is like $6,500. Out here is expensive.
Right, and it's because they did a lift and
okay.
Implants. Yeah, so
Okay.
it was.
They look good though.
Thank you. They better.
Not that I was looking. He showed me, so I'm like, okay.
So, I mean, like there are highs and there are lows. I think the most I've ever made in a night was $3,600. That's life-changing money. And
in a night?
In one night, the most I've ever made was $3,600. And let me tell you, it was like a freaking Tuesday night too. It was crazy. Like it was crazy. It wasn't even a weekend. So, and the whole point here is not like
imagine to stop what you're doing and go to the casino and just make $3,600 a night.
It's only ever happened one time. And I just got home from the casino. I've been out at the casino since 3:00 today. And today I made $41.
Oh, so you do have your highs and lows.
You have your highs and lows. And like,
did you lose anything?
I didn't lose anything. I made $41. And someone stole a ticket from me. I accidentally left a ticket in the machine, walked away. It was like a $72 ticket. And there was this couple behind me who were like giving me a really weird vibe. And I like walked away and like turned around and was like, oh shit, my ticket.
Mm-hmm.
And they had snatched it. So I actually made back that was $100 bill that I went down to 72 on. So I made that 100 back, and then the 41 was all profit for me today. So I can't be mad. Some days are like that. Some days you make $40, and some days you make $1,700. And let me tell you, the days that I make $500, $600, $700, $1,000, $1,200 are way more frequent than the days that I make $40.
A day.
It totally could have been $1,000 day. No one was playing the machines that I play. That happens. Wow. Not everyone can do that. And I'm not saying like, oh, go learn how to be a professional gambler. It's about having that mindset of not being afraid to try something new, to take a risk, to branch out. Because this whole, I shouldn't have to have worked 2 jobs and 70 hours a week to keep a roof over my kids' head.
Right.
Wow. Ever.
That's deep. To be a professional gambler and knowing what the risks are, you've made a lucrative living for yourself.
Yeah. I've had things have kind of been going down the casino that I like to play.
So there's certain casinos you play at.
Yeah, I mean, like I could basically go to like any casino in Western Washington. Don't come for me. Not gonna teach anybody anything. But
Tiffany, let's go find Mariah. You ready?
Right. I'm over here like shit. The way this mortgage is kicking my ass, I'm like, you know what I need? I just need a sugar daddy. At first, I said I need a sugar daddy that don't want no sugar, but at this point, he can have all the sugar that he wants.
Tiff, I've had sugar daddies before, and I never had to give him any sugar.
You know what? At this point, to pay these damn bills, it's like, look, if you want some sugar, I mean, welcome to the candy store, motherfucker.
You need to get my phone number from Ebony and you text me afterwards, because I'm telling you, I've had 2 sugar daddies in the last year. I never had to give them any sugar.
I need that.
I got paid like $300 to go on a date with a dude, and we had a great time. We had a great time.
What site is this?
Seeking. It's called, I just like Google seeking arrangements, and then it pulls up and it's called Seeking, and you make a profile. It's like Tinder, but
Seeking arrangements.
Seeking arrangements. Yeah. Highly recommend.
And so sugar, we're gonna call it daddy, because the sugar wasn't there. So we just gonna call it daddy services. So you just had to do companionship.
Right. I mean, this
not even a kiss on the lips.
The one of the guys who was my sugar daddy, we went on this date and we actually like really hit it off. We super vibed. He was prior military. I'm prior military. He's an Amazon software developer, dude. We actually did kiss at the end of the night, but he had given me $200. He paid me $200 before our date. Like a week before our date, just for texting. He was like, I want you to know. Just a moment. He was like, I want you to know I'm real. I'm not trying to spam you or scam you.
And he just sent you $200.
He sent me $200 for texting him, and there was nothing but nice conversation. And then we went on our date, and he paid me, I think, $300 for my date and an additional $100 for my babysitter that night. Right.
Tony said some sugar daddies
right. Tony is right. Sometimes
she said it's arrangements. It's a popular app. That's what Cheetah said.
Seeking, yeah. Seeking's great. And sometimes
men who just want conversation.
I need first of all, I need all of this. I'm gonna have all these
little hoochie mama. Hey, little hoochie mama, we getting all this here. They talking about go to arrangements. Go to arrangements. Look, she about to pull it up on her phone. She already got
what it is. Here they are. And then I have 2 interests right now. I have 1 message from someone, and we'll go to my profile. Here you go. Here I am. Of course, I don't look like that on camera, but I clean up nice.
That's like me, yeah. When I give a damn, when I give a damn.
Yeah, and I mean, like, you have like an about me section. You fill out a bio, what you're looking for.
So Tiff, go to arrangements, honey, so you could be a hot date.
I need you before we. Matter of fact, while we on this, give Mariah my phone number right now, Ebony.
When we get off.
Oh, I'm just saying, give it to her. Yeah, not on. Yeah.
Yeah, when we get off, I will. We on live.
I don't need everybody on my phone number. I'm gonna get sugar daddy.
No, I was just saying like text it to her. No, I was saying text it to her. Text it to her.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Well, we only got a few more minutes. We only got
right.
2 minutes.
Okay.
But it's about that hustle. Dude, did I ever think I'd be a sugar baby? No. Was the $1,000 I got out of 2 dates worth it? Yes.
Wait, they gave you $1,000 out of 2 dates?
Overall, I think I don't want to say their names, obviously, but I think one of them.
What's going on over there, Tiff?
No, that's my daughter. Willow, stop. The 4-year-old still awake.
Okay.
I had another one.
My house is quiet as hell.
Quiet, please. My other one, like he gave me gifts, like he would buy stuff that I requested on Amazon, and it was so probably like, yeah, I have a lamp in my living room from one of my sugar daddies, like $100 lamp. I was like, I need a lamp for my living room. Put it together.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll go get ahead. Okay, so we got 1 minute left.
Okay.
Thank you, Mariah, for coming on. We really appreciate it. The audience appreciates it. At least they know where to go find a daddy from and not a sugar. And you don't always have to sugar up. So that's good news. And just for everyone to know, don't give up. If you're feeling down, just keep fighting,
keep pushing.
And don't let life push you to a destination you don't want to be at. So
no, think positive. Think positive. Just think positive, and positive will happen.
Yeah, so stay tuned for us next week. We'll be continuing another conversation.
Yeah.
I don't know who the special guest is going to be.
Yeah.
And it'll be a hot topic as usual.
Yes.
We keep it unfiltered here. We tell the truth as you
Absolutely.
see. You know, what you see is what you get. So
Yes.
stay tuned. Love you all.
Love
Bye.
you. Bye, Mariah. Mariah, we're going to be in contact, girl. Ebony, give her my damn number.
Yeah, I'm about to